Hi everyone, it's T. Welcome back to my channel. So I am filming this intro again because I realized the first time I filmed it, I didn't have my mic turned on, but I did have it plugged into the camera, which then disables the camera microphone. It's fine. It's totally fine. So we're going to just redo it. No big deal whatsoever. So welcome back to my channel. I really appreciate you hanging out with me this afternoon. If you have not had a chance to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate if you could. It is a huge help to me. A thumbs up lets YouTube know that you liked my video and shares it with others, and then allows them to push it out to more people. So if you could do that, I would greatly appreciate that. We are going to work on our roulette nails today. So roulette nails this time are champagne color, extra long stiletto. You need to use some sugaring, you need to encapsulate something, and the theme is fantasy. So I'm doing what I'm going to call elegant, whimsical fantasy. So what I took these nails, I went ahead and did 2 coats of white to give them a nice clean base, and then 2 coats of our R121 Dreaming by iGel Beauty from their Rose collection. So that's what we are right now. We're also going to use some of these water decals. I just thought they were so pretty and I thought they would look so nice on this. And then for our sugaring, I mixed a little white and gold together to kind of get a champagne sugaring, and we're going to sugar one whole nail. The middle nail is just going to be completely sugared, and then these two are going to have water decals, along with those water decals being completely encapsulated. So that is what we're going for. First thing we're going to do is we are going to figure out which one of these decals we want to use. And we're going to use multiple. We're on these 2 nails. But I think I want to go for some of these bigger ones in the corner. So I just want to cut them out very carefully. I like water decals for encapsulating because they lay so nice and flat. But I will say, try to trim around them as much as possible, just in case they have a little bit of overhang on them. And this one doesn't look like it's going to, now that I'm looking at it closely, because some of them are a full sheet. This, if you look at it really closely, you can see, hopefully, that it's not actually a full sheet. You can see the edge of the water decal. So if it looks like that, you do not need to worry about trimming too closely around them. So we're going to put that one, and I think we're also going to use this one, which is same decal on the other nail. We're just going to kind of put them in a different direction. So we've got those 2 we're going to use. And then I also think I want to put probably maybe that one and this one here, I think we're going to use. So those are the 4 we're going to use, I think, for right now. We might add some more, who knows. When I use water decals, I like to put them in the water, and I like to get a stamper out, put it on a stamper upside down, put water on the back of it, and then slide it off. And with having it on the stamper, then I'm able to roll it on the nail nice and neatly. So let me grab a stamper really quickly. Okay, so this is the stamper we're going to use. Let me grab my tweezers, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to put the decal on the stamper upside down, and then I'm going to put some water on the paper on the back, and I'm just going to let it soak. I'm going to take and dab off the excess because you don't want it too wet when you put it on there. So we'll dab the excess off, and we're just going to let that sit for a second. What we're going to do is we're going to take that one and we're going to put it right here on the corner. So the flower part will kind of go towards the corner, and then we'll have that, like, that part right there. What time? Okay. So we're just letting that sit. When it is ready to come off, the paper will slide literally right off the back. So I just keep trying. If we need a little bit more water. And it will just slide off once that paper is wet enough. It might take a while, as you can see, but you don't want to rush it because you're trying to make sure. These are so delicate. So delicate. Just look. We're going to let that sit. This paper is really thick. It's starting to get through. There we go. Like, it literally gets to a point where you're like, okay, it's ready. So this is, there's that water decal, right? Now we're going to take it and we're going to come over here to this nail, and we're going to, the reason I like to use a stamper, I can see through the stamper where I want to put it on the nail. I think I want this one to go right here. And then we've got our first water decal on. Trying to make sure it's nice and smooth. One little wrinkle in it, damn it, and that's going to drive me nuts. I mean, we are encapsulating these. There we go. It just needed to be pushed down all the way. Whew. Okay, so we've got that, right? And now we're going to do this one. We're going to dip the whole thing in water this time since this dang paper is so thick. And that we're going to put on this side. And I just think it'll look very pretty. These are going to be very, I kind of feel like these are going to be super, I call them like elegant looking nails. Very classy. Still just waiting for that dang water. Now, I treated myself to something, and I'm so incredibly excited about it. You have no idea. I treated myself to my first set of Korean polishes from Sweetie. I got the Gen B collection, and here I will show it to you. The Millisifori? I don't know. Millisifori? I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but my God, it's beautiful. So it's absolutely beautiful. We will be looking at that, hauling that next week. So that was, oh gosh. It was off, but then it stuck to the tweezer. Give it one more second. There we go. These are wanting to be a little persnickety today. Okay. Again, I want, I think this right there. Ooh. Here's the question. Do we add more? I feel like I could add a little bit more even right there. Let's look. See, like I said, at the time, this is, I think I'm going to only add this part, but I feel like if we're really careful, we can extend that. So we're going to go ahead and dip it in the water again. You know, this one we might actually let soak. I don't normally let them soak in the water, but this paper is really thick. So we're going to let these soak and see if that will help us. Like I said, I usually only do the silicone stopper method, but this paper is really friggin' thick. I'm like, hello. So maybe by doing it this way, we will get it to do it a little quicker for us. I'm still going to use the stamper and put it on the stamper because it makes it easier to put it on the nail. I mean, you can lay it down easier. Look at that. I think I am going to get some gold stones out, and I'll probably add some stones to this as well. But that's just a little extra that we're going to add. It's not part of the requirement for the nail roulette. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, and we're not even going to use all of this, we're just going to use part of it. I want to try to get it lined up as well as possible. Okay, so I'm going to be very, very delicate with this. And we're going to file that off after we get everything else done. All right, so that is our first one. Let's just grab, what top coat do I want to use? We're going to use this top coat for this for right now. Do I want to add any more? I might want to just cut a little bit out. So if we take one of these big flowers, right, we can kind of cut this gold flower out a little bit. So I'm going to try doing that and seeing what we get. I think it might be interesting just to kind of add the flower part from that decal on a nail. Okay, I'm gonna set that over here. We're gonna take this one that's been soaking in here for a while and put that on our stamper. This is a stamper that I do not actually use for nail stamping. I was one of those people, I saw it and I was like, oh, it's so cool. They say you can make the object larger or smaller. And the damn stamper falls apart like every time I try to use it. So I just use it for stuff like this now. So it is not in the greatest condition. I'm going to try to slide that out. Come on, you know you want to come off for me. This is crazy. I cannot believe how thick this paper is and how hard it is for it to slide off. I mean, they normally come off like easy peasy, no problem whatsoever. So I'm kind of shocked by this, to be truthful with you. And it's weird because this one just finally gets to a point where it's like, okay, I'm wet enough. I'm wet enough now. I'm going to straighten that out a little bit. I don't want any wrinkles if I can help it. Okay. So on this nail, we're going to go from this side. I'm going to try to get as close as possible. See now, this is the problem we're having. Now, oh my God, did I not cure that? I don't think I cured this nail, y'all. What in the holy hell? Let's wipe this off really quickly because that's not good. I can't believe it. I was like, what is going on? Why does that look so odd? Yeah, somebody forgot to cure that nail. I got, oh geez, at least that stayed on for us. We're gonna leave that there for a second. I got flustered when I realized my mic was not turned on and in, and I thought I cured everything, but obviously I just sat this one in the lamp and never freaking cured it. Oh, Lord. Whatever. So I'm just trying to give myself a nice, God, that looks like awful. Did I cure this and it just didn't cure all the way, maybe? I think that's exactly what happened. Is I think I cured this and it didn't cure all the way. Or it's just such a craptastic second coat I was putting on there. So bizarre. Okay. Let's put our second coat on, shall we? That was so weird. I have a feeling that I completely forgot to put it in the lamp and it was just sitting there for the longest time under these hot lights that I have, which slightly cured it a little bit. So, but thankfully we were able to wipe it off. We'll get a nice even coat. Even coat. There we go. And then we will cure this. While we're curing this, we're going to put a coat of this top coat on top of this nail. I can't believe that. Actually, I can. It's totally something I would do. Ooh, wait. I was going to put I was going to put a flower on that one too. See? Now I'm a little concerned. We're going to try to put the... No. Okay. We are not putting the flower on because I'm concerned if I wipe this off with alcohol, it's going to take off that water decal. And I don't want that to happen. Okay. When that cures all the way, that's when we will file off the edge of that one decal. All right. While that's going on, let's sugar this sucker, shall we? It's going to be a simple sugaring on this. I'm going to go ahead and just cover the whole nail in sugar. I'm a big fan of that. I just think it looks really pretty when you do that. Now, I will say, when I wear my nails sugared, I seem to snag those suckers on everything. Everything. Let me grab a piece of paper towel, and we will put that under our nail. And I'm just going to tap. Tap. So like I said, this is a mixture of a white and gold to kind of give it this more champagne color. I just think that's so, like, come on. It's so effective. Like a fully sugared nail is just so effective, I think. Alrighty, and then we're going to pick this up again and pour it back over the nail. There is a fuzzy, right? There, that is going to come off. I'm going to let that all just kind of like soak down in. And we're going to cure that for a full 90 seconds on that nail. And we're going to just move this out of the way for right now. All right. This nail is now got 2 coats. And we've got the 1 coat on this one. So let's go ahead and get out our decal. You can stay over there. I forgot our decal was on the freaking stamper. All right, so I want it to be in the corner again. So we've got one in that corner. And then we're going to go ahead and get this out. Put it on our stamper. It has been in the water for quite a while. This sucker should come off fairly easily. Dang, I do not know what the deal is with these decals and why they are so hard to get them to come off the paper. That's crazy. I mean, honestly, they usually slide off so simple. Starting to come loose. You can see it trying to. There we go. What a pain in the buttsky-wutsky, huh? All right, so with this one, we are going to start right down here and roll it over. And then we need to get another piece from one of these little ones. So drop that in the water. Now, let's take out this nail and we're going to give it a little dusting with our little brush here. Okay. So sparkly. Whew, I'm loving that. Loving, loving, loving. Loving, loving, loving. Okay. Let's see. You've been sitting in here for just a sec now. Like, they usually come off so easily. That's what's so bizarre about this, is I usually never have a problem when I do my water decals like this. See, like that. That was what I was expecting. Oh, son of a... Anyway. Anywho, let's complete our little shape here. Our angle correct with our half circle. Oh yeah, much better. Much, much better. And again, this is like the world's simplest design. I'm not even kidding you. These are so easy to do. Water decals are so effective and just so easy. Now, like I said, we're going to encapsulate these. So we're going to give it a couple of buffs, a buff, put a nice thick layer on again, and another buff, because we want these to be look like they are under glass. So we're going to let that cure 90 seconds. All right, get out our nail file and take care of the edge of this water decal that we have here. Files right off. I used to try to get them to come off before I put top coat on them, and I can tell you right now, not good at all. So again, nice even coat. Luckily, I'm pretty sure this top coat, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think I am, likes to stick to itself. Some top coats do not like each other and don't like it themselves either. They will start to well. This is one that doesn't, so that's nice. I forgot. I have quite a few. I'm obsessed with top coats. Anyone else out there obsessed with top coats like I am? I'm always trying to find the one that I think is the prettiest, the clearest, got the nicest shine, holds up the best. Okay, so we're going to put that in and take off the edge of that water decal, and it's gone. Perfect. And coat number 2 on this nail. Okay. There we go. That's so pretty. I forget sometimes how much I like the look of water decals because they're so thin. They lay so flat. Gives you such a nice shine. It's just beautiful. I just really, really like them. And I keep forgetting. I wonder, should we try to do a layering? Because we could always put a flower on now that we have our shiny top coat down. I'm curious. I think I might want to try that and see if we can do it. Okay, and I'm just going to cut this. Okay, we're going to pull this nail here out. Actually, we're going to pull the other one out. This nail was in there longer. I'm going to grab this little flower and put it onto, again, our stamper. See if it works better doing it this way. Oh, yes. Okay, so these just like to be pressed down a little bit first. Now the question is, where do we want to put our flower? I almost feel like, that's the hard part now. Where do we put our flower? I don't want to have it up here. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Well, I hope you're okay with it. It's on there now, Teresa. And then another coat of this awesome clear. We're just going to pop it in the lamp. Got the other one in there cooking. Smooth it all out, nice and neat. Pop it in real quick. Let that cure. Get our other flower out and do the exact same thing. We're gonna squish it down. Yay! Gosh, I wish I had thought to squish it down earlier in the video. The video would be much shorter. Okay. So I want to go right edge. There we go. No, I'm recording. Okay, so we are going to put another coat on this to encapsulate that new flower we just added to it. Okay. And this is going to go in the lamp for 90 seconds so it can cure. Let's take this one out and look at it. How pretty. I don't even know if I want to add any, to be honest with you. That's, I'm not sure if I want to even add any more of any like charms or stones. Gosh, sorry, stones or anything. Just throw everything around. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. I think it looks so pretty. I really, really like that. Simple, elegant, and it still has that whimsy fantasy look to it as far as I'm concerned. All right, so let's take this puppy out. How many more seconds do you have? Oh, that's got another 20 seconds. We'll leave that alone for another 20 seconds. I want to make sure it's fully cured all the way. If you want to do nail roulette, please let me know. You can always reach out to me on Instagram. You can send me a DM at Nails by Miss T, and let me know if you'd like to join. You can comment below. It's open literally to anyone. If you see the video where it shows you what the next round is and you want to do it, go for it. That's what it's for. This is just for us to have something fun, use things that we don't use and colors we don't use all the time. So I'm not a big Goldie champagne gal, but I think they turned out pretty. So here, let's put them, shall we, on our new stand, my new Devil Wears Press-On stand that I got from Tamra. It showed up on Wednesday, but I hauled it yesterday and it's in a video. The video is already up. If you want to see it, it's up on my channel. But yes, there they are. So pretty, so pretty. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I am always so grateful when anyone decides to sit through my videos. They can be a little chaotic sometimes, but I am, again, like I said, so very, very appreciative. And I would like to wish you all peace, love, and joy. Mwah. Have a great night. Bye. Okay, I know I said I was done before, but I forgot I had the cutest, and I mean the cutest unicorn charms, right? So I've got these unicorn charms. Let me work on the lighting. Hold on one sec. I'm having some issues with my lighting. See if that helps a little bit. Don't want it to be in frame though. Okay. Is that, oh, much better, much better. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, I found these cute unicorn charms and I was like, oh my God, how cute are they? So I went ahead and attached both of them. I just used the, I don't know how you say this, G-A-O-Y, Gaio, I don't know. I use this nail glue to put the charms on. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a coat of the glass top coat from Shoutout on to give it a nice shine. And then I think we're going to be done with our roulette nails. I'm just like, it's hilarious. I'm so grateful for all the people I have met with and got to know from joining YouTube. I'm part of an amazing group of women, and we have a couple, I think we have one man in our group, one gentleman, but an amazing group of people. Let's just put it that way, right? I am part of an amazing group of people that are just so uplifting and so supportive and so just amazing human beings. And we just want to be there for each other. This group I'm part of, which is called Lip Smacking Nails, has been one of the most, like, I'm trying to figure out the best way to say it. I am so grateful for this group. I have had a, personally, pretty rough year, medical-wise. I feel like every time I turn around, I'm in the hospital for another reason. So it has been pretty tough for me to keep a positive attitude about things and stuff like that because, you know, we all go through it. And mind you, the things I'm going through, none of them are life-threatening. But it's very difficult. It's very hard on me. Physically, it's hard. Mentally, it's a mind fuck, I'll be honest. Having chronic when you are someone with who has chronic illnesses, it can be wearing on you. I'll be honest. There are days where it just fucking sucks. But being part of this amazing community and meeting these people have been so positive and so uplifting for me. It has made what has been a shitty fucking year so far, in a lot of ways, a great year. Because I have met people that, as far as I'm concerned, good luck getting me out of your life. You're stuck with me forever because I love you so much. And you all know who you are. And one day, this seems so silly to say, one day I'm going to fucking meet you in person. Because I've never actually met these people, but they're still so important to me. I talk to them every day. They are a lifeline for me some days. And I don't want to get all sappy, because people get sappy in their videos. I know that. I'm not trying to be sappy. What I'm trying to do and trying to let people know is there's some amazing people out there. If you'd be interested in joining this group, it's called Lip Smacking Nails. I will put the link in my description. And it is truly something special. It really, really is. So, okay, we are now done with our roulette nails. Again, what we needed to do was we needed to have extra long stilettos, which we have. Let's zoom in a little bit closer, see if that helps a little bit. So we have our extra long stilettos. We needed to include sugaring. We've sugared this whole nail. The color was champagne, and I needed to do some encapsulation. So we encapsulated these water decals. So we've done that. And then the last thing we needed to do was just have it based on a fantasy theme. So this was what I came up with. I just think it is, first of all, very wearable. I feel like there's some designs I come up with, I'll tell you right now, not wearable at all. They would be too difficult to try to do. But this is a very wearable design. And for me, I like that. Okay, this really is the end. Now that I've gotten slightly sappy and, teared up a little bit, I think we'll end this video. But I'm so grateful for this experience and everyone who has gone along and on my journey with me. So thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no idea how grateful I am for each and every one of you. It is truly been a wonderful, wonderful experience for me. And I love you all. I appreciate you all. So with that, I'm going to wish you all peace, love, and joy. Bye.